the harvest of our human evolving and the treasure of divine simplicity. Good morning, everyone. This is the fourth talk of this kind I want to record today. And today I'm outside again, sitting at one of my favorite spots, a little pond in nature. It's quite windy. I hope you can hear me well. Anyway, it's morning, it's weekend, a very good night and a good start of my day. Also, I have re-listened to my 3 previous recorded talks over the last days, which was very good to do and to feel into those topics once more. If anybody of you ever writes about himself or records things, he or she will know what I'm talking about. It's a great opportunity to tune in one state of a few days ago, or a few weeks, or even months or years, and re-feel it and see what changed already or what is staying. And I'm just telling this because it led me actually to come to the today's topic, because I felt it was necessary. It was a bit therapeutic even to share these things, and I'm very grateful for all of you listening to that. But again, it's nothing to stop at. It is the path, as everything else, to come to another point in the end, to another state of being. And that is what is now. How do I sense my life? How do I experience my everyday challenges and also beauty, treasures, meeting people, enjoying things, dealing with hard stuff, with problems, and maybe still issues. What's going on in my life really, in the very moment I'm in, and over the course of my day? Where am I really, and what makes my experiences all the things we go through and experience, good and bad ones, hard and easy ones, supporting or distracting, alone or with people, connected or disconnected, whatsoever, shall serve us to find a space in the end, a space for being in peace, in connection, as often as possible. And this is only measured in the moment we're in the very now. And evolving as a human can happen through a lot of things. All those things I shared with you in my previous talks can be a part of it. We can sense it as something spiritual. We can sense it as a healing. We can sense it as a reconnection to God, to life, nature, existence, ourselves. But after all, this all is for living. It's for enjoying our life, for really being here, being present, being aware, being able to taste and see the beauty of existence as often as possible, also in the moments when it's not easy, hurtful, hard, dangerous, challenging. There's still beauty. It's very windy right now. I'll wait a bit. Happiness is nothing that can be fixed to a certain state, to a certain level we've reached in life, to circumstances, not even to the state of our physical body, and also not to a state of evolving in a spiritual way, because it cannot be really fixed or described or defined by nobody and not by ourselves as well. It's nothing that can really be grasped. All these things are just attempts to describe, understand, and integrate into our lives somehow. But in the end, it's ungraspable, undescribable, unnameable, and that's good. It's good to come to this point of sensing and experiencing that, after all, it's not possible to really say where we have arrived, no matter what we have experienced, gone through, practiced, learned, and healed. It's a great mystery, and still it's nature, it's natural. The whole life is not controllable, the whole existence is not definable. We cannot make a sense out of it really, and that's good. We need to have this experience. It makes us humble again, and it's a bit like starting from point zero after all that. When walking a spiritual path, when evolving, we have, possibly everybody listening and having experiences like that, we have stages where we think we have it now. We understood, we realized, we found the core. We know who we are. We know what God is and what the sense of life is. Maybe we even think we got enlightened. We have mastered something or ourselves. We are over it. We are ready and have done our school of life. But all this is an illusion as well. Because what is to be reached? Where can we get if not being present in our lives in this very moment? And that could mean, after all that I have been through, you have been through, you're still struggling with very normal and simple things with other people, in the contact with other people, getting angry at them, they're getting angry at you, having struggles with health, having monetary and material problems, having to deal with the world issues because we're part of it. own children, pushing our buttons, and they don't care if we think we are enlightened or not. Not at all. And that's good, because it brings us back to reality and that we're still human and still not what is it? I just missed the word. We are not perfect. We have flaws and we have our weaknesses, and people can push our buttons and we react more or less aware. That's all fine. We are not ending as a superhuman. We are not ending as a saint. And it's not meant to be like that as well. We are still a human being. We have our lives. We are connected with people. We have our past, which is engraved in ourselves, on our planes, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. We have a very individual and special imprint and output, and that's how it's supposed to be. We're not here to impress other people with our great achievements, not in a worldly and material way, but also not in a spiritual way. Why should it be like that? What would be the use of that? Impressing people has never helped really to change anything, not in our relationships, not for the other people, not for ourselves, and not for the world. We can only try to live our lives gracefully, in love and respect and empathy for everything as much as possible, which is not always possible, and that's okay too. We still have to do all the things in our life duties. We still have a life, a normal life, most of us. Coming to this point or to this state in our journey, call it evolving or ascending or whatever, is actually coming to an understanding of nothing has changed. Can be a bit disappointing maybe, but it's not for me actually. It's more releasing than it is anything else. It's something like breathing in, breathing out, and knowing I'm still a fragile human which has certain issues and problems. I don't have to be anything else and was never supposed to be. And God is always here, nature, existence, the greater whole, will always support me. Any moment I can only reconnect again and again when I lost this connection with anything around life, other people, nature, mankind, my family, and myself with all my scars, issues, problems, and weaknesses, again and again, day after day. It will never stop. And it's as much beautiful as funny and surprising. We don't get anywhere else as back to ourselves, and we stay the same person we have ever been. We are not physically reshaped into a superhuman. We are not getting transformed into a light alien. We're still here on Earth. And we chose to come here, didn't we? So it is all about really being here, accepting everything that's going on with a great heart, with a strong mind, with all these experiences, all the pain, all the issues, all the struggles, all the challenges breaking us apart maybe in times of our life. And it all serves to develop a great understanding, a great compassion, a great love for everything inside and outside. That's all it's about in the end, in my experience. As I'm sitting here at this beautiful little pond, watching the frogs, listening to nature sounds, feeling the wind in my face and my hair, seeing the spring force breaking through with a lot of power, all the little leaves in this beautiful light green and some bushes blooming. Life is still beautiful and wonderful and amazing and a great, great gift. And it's such a treasure to be aware of all this. Life is huge. Life includes everything. And it will always be like that. We can hope for change for the world. We can pray for it. And we should believe in it. I do. A healthier, more connected, more love-filled, much more aware and responsible world. I will never stop believing in it, praying for it, and doing all my little steps I can do in my life. But in the end, we never know where it ends, do we? And in spite of all this, to enjoy the very moment as much as possible, to be present, to be aware, and to be full of compassion for everything. That's all we can achieve in life. I feel very deeply connected with everything right now, and it's a mixture, like mostly in this moment, of great happiness, very moved, almost close to tears. So it's a bit related to pain, but it's great. It's very deep, it's very strong, it's very vivid and very deeply connected to life and existence. What could we wish for more than having these kinds of feelings in our body? Very centered, very simple, very pure. Nothing else is needed. I want to end my today's talk with silence, so you can have a moment to feel into all that I've shared and see how it resonates with you, and then just keep the recording for a moment, so you can maybe also hear some nature sounds and connect with that as well. I say goodbye. Thank you for listening, being present with me, connecting. Very grateful. Bye bye.